Hi crew, welcome back to the first video on the channel of 2025. That feels a little weird to be saying that, I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, it feels a little weird. However, we are going to be getting into my reading journal setup. However, I decided that I wanted to give myself a little bit of grace, a little bit of leeway. We are not setting up this one. I am moving into this one. This is an Archer and Olive. This was from 2021 or 2022. One of their two fall collections. This is still by far my favorite cover ever from them. I very much wish I had gotten a couple more. I didn't. But we're going to be setting up this journal for my 2025 reading year. And depending on how 2025 goes, 2026 might end up in it too, but this is only a 160 that I have edited a couple of pages out of from the signatures, but that's just because of how chunky this girl got. So, real quick, we're just gonna tuck everything off to the side. And normally I don't share journal flip-throughs with you guys, but I figured you might like to see what my reading journal ended up looking like in the end, all the spreads and everything. I got to learn a lot about how I read by having this journal, because some of these books, some of them end up with multiple pages that I wanted to write down on my journal. And realizing that I tend to take up more space in my reading journal, with how I journal, with what I like to read, it was definitely educational. It was definitely what I needed to know about myself. And realizing that I also have a tendency of just reading whatever the heck I want. I don't care if it's a popular book on Instagram. I don't really read a lot of the same kind of books that my friends read. A lot of my friends are into thrillers and mysteries and that kind of thing, and romance novels. I am not into thrillers. I am not into mysteries. I'm not into romance most of the time. You can see I didn't end up filling these pages here. And I have a few books that I did not get into in 2024 that I'm actually going to be carrying over into 2025. And I also learned this year that it doesn't have to be a fiction book that I am reading to be putting into my reading journal. I can put my nonfiction books that I read into here. The ones that I read for spiritual, I wouldn't say improvement, but, wow, you don't normally struggle for words when it comes to this, Evelyn. Bear with me here for a second. We'll flip through a couple more pages while I think of the right word. Enhancement? No. Spiritual books, because there might be something in them that helps me in my spiritual path. So, I also realized that I cannot do challenges. Reading challenges just, yeah. So in October, I set up my reading journal on a quarterly, because it felt better than trying to do like a page where I may not end up reading. So I decided to give myself the grace of the next bullet journal, reading journal, blah, blah, blah. I decided to give myself the grace of set it up for quarterly. That way you're not putting the pressure on yourself of thinking you have to read so many books in a month, because that was something that was ticking along in the back of my head. And that actually ended up working out for me pretty well. I ended up reading quite a few shorter books in the last quarter. When I say shorter, I do have Kindle Unlimited now. And a lot of the books that I was reading in Kindle Unlimited were like 3 to 4 hour reads. Because I was sitting there reading on my Kindle while I was also crocheting. And, you know, anytime I need to turn the page, just reach up and... So I do have to talk about, I think it was the last book that I read in 2024, and that was The Power of Writing It Down by Alison Fallion. She had something in the book called the Infinity Prompt, which I have not only done in my reading journal, I have it written down in my long-term collections journal. I have it written down in a couple of spots because it was just that valuable. Did I remember to give this stars? Yes, I did. I gave it a 4-star because a lot of what she talked about in the book, I already knew as someone who's been long form journaling for a long time, but I still got value out of the book. So if you guys happen to come across The Power of Writing It Down by Alison Fallion, give it a shot. Give it a shot. And with that, this notebook, it served me well. But I'm not going to be working in it this year. I'm working in a... I admit I probably hoarded this particular notebook because I was like, it's the last one from the collection I have. So, now I have also got a pretty defined setup I have in mind. So this is going to be a real-time setup. This is going to be a chatty setup. We're going to be talking for a bit because I felt like one. And who knows, maybe you feel like joining me. So also I want to show you guys, this is my journaling kit. I talked about this in, I can't remember what video it was, but this is just a soft cover A5 binder. Hold on, hydration break. Okay. And it's an A5, and I got a bunch of A5 binder pockets, and this is just where I'm going to need this sticker paper here too, so I'm going to pull that out now. I'm going to need these guys, pull those out now. So this is just where I keep everything that I may or may not be using on a particular day, but this possesses 99% of my everyday needs through my day-to-day journaling and notebooks and stuff. Got stickers over here for little whatnots. I have an A5 cheat sheet in there. It's where I keep extra papers like this, which will be going into my reading journal. Tabs, the washi tape that I'm working on using up, double-sided tape, days of the week, numbers, decorative papers and stickers, and a little bit more back here, spare ruler and spare pen. This has been my best idea to date for myself. So we're gonna set that up to the side. Make sure you guys are in focus. All right. I go like this. And one of the main reasons why I wanted to use a craft paper reading journal is because I have got gel pens that, while they are lovely gel pens from Archer and Olive, these bright ones here, you can barely see the yellow, the pink, the white, and the blue on white paper. The orange shows up fantastically, but I wanted to go ahead and get these guys used up. They've been in my collection, in my stash, really hiccups, in my stash for a while now, and I don't want them to dry up or dry out or become unusable when they've got a decent bit of ink left. So it was very much one of those, you know what, we're just gonna go ahead and use these. All right, now you guys will see that I gave myself a little bit of a cheat sheet right here. This lovely thing here is my tip out that has all of my spreads. Shift over here. That has all of my spreads that I'm going to be putting into this journal. So 2 of these are for the life of this journal, and they are going to get double page spreads because I don't know if I'm going to need a double page, or not double page, well, you guys will see. But they're going to be getting bigger spreads than others. And some of these are beginning of quarter, well, actually, let me see. Half of, no, wait. No. Don't you just love when you're going to set something up and your brain goes, hold on a second. Life of journal, life of journal, life of journal. Okay, there we go. The first 3 are life of journal. The last 3 are every quarter. So, going to put those out of the way. And how big of an index do I want to give myself this year? Questions. You guys can see the washi tape here from the Archer and Olive fall box from 2024. I fell in love with that box. I love that box so much. And I'm going to be using the stickers from that box to decorate my Life of Journal spreads because they just fit too freaking well. Man, my voice is doing some fun stuff today. All right, so this right here, I need, what color do I want to use? I've got several in here. Do I use that one? Is that going to be too... La-di-da-di-da. Give me the paper. Come on. Thank you. Oh, no. All right, time to get into the stash here off to the side that I was not planning on getting into, but guess what? I'm doing it anyways, because I'm not seeing anything that I like. And I bought a big pack of label-looking stickers specifically for titles and whatnot. So how about I just go ahead and use them? There we go. And grab us a pen. Give me the pen. I'll leave that black pen there because I might need it. And I think what I want to do, I don't know if I will read that many books, but I'm going to leave my index with this page, and this page. So our first spread is going to be in here. Let's do some dirt. Look through these guys real quick. Also got this purple marker because I think that'll fit. I don't usually have a lot. So this spread is going to be books that will join the physical library. And I don't usually end up with a lot of books that I want to add, just because now that I've got Kindle Unlimited, it's like I don't have a lot of space. Okay? I don't have a lot of space for books that I may never read again. So I'm trying to be incredibly picky. Well, I'm not trying, I'm succeeding in being very, 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 very picky about what books join my library. because I need to know that if I spend the money on a physical edition, it's not going to just sit there for the rest of my life gathering dust, which is not fair to anybody else who might enjoy that book as well. So I just tend to be incredibly picky about that. That's a lot of brown on brown. It's a lot of brown on brown. I don't know about the brown on brown, Evelyn. Ooh, what about some blue? Do I have another one of my blue ones that I like? Put some blue with some of that. And for this one, what if I take this one and see if I can do the foldy bit here without destroying the edge. Okay, you come over here. You go like this. How about that? So that it does this. And is that gonna look nice? Maybe on that side. Ooh. Okay. So we have an idea, ladies and gentlemen. This idea requires double-sided tape because I do not feel like getting on a glue stick. Here we go. Right there. Boom. Ready to go. All right. Okay, so for this particular one, I think I'm going to try to keep it to these papers and a couple of stickers from the sticker sheet. So let's get into doing this part. So, did y'all have a good holiday season? I hope you did. Mine was decent. It had a couple of bouts of depression that were not exactly fun dealing with, and yeah. I have a very understanding husband. I just say I'm very grateful for that. When it comes to certain issues I have, and other issues, his only response is, just keep plugging away, baby. You got this. I hope you all have found yourself a forever person that is absolutely perfect for you. Neat. Okay. Come on. Every now and again, the double-sided tape does not want to let go of the backing, and it wants to, like that part, wants to pull away from the paper. Stop that. Stay on the paper. Stay on the paper. Thank you. Okay. I think I want to do just a little bit right here. And a little bit right there. Oh, you guys are a little bit in the way. Great. Move that out of the way. Then do that. It's actually quite nice. Now, I think I'm going to do just one right here. Do I have any? No, wait. If this sticker sheet had a whole bunch of these little gold stickers, like all in the space, that would have been kind of neat to put right there. But I think we're good there. And I'm gonna go no. Hold on. Don't use the Crayola super dip. You know you're gonna mess it up. I'm gonna go here. For those of you who know cursive, you ever have one of those moments where your brain and your hand just don't talk to each other the way you need them to? So you switch back over to manuscript. I just misspelled physical. You know what? Teehee. Who says you can't have a bit of fun in your journal? And frankly, the number of people that I know that are published authors, like they've been doing it for a couple of decades, and they've got a few titles underneath of their belt. The number of times that I have heard all of them go, well, I found a spelling error in a book that's been out for 5-10 years. That is in honor of them. That little teehee there, that's in honor of my friends who find that stuff long after they can do anything about it. All right. Okay. All right, I like that. Now let's go ahead and get into doing this page. And I think for this one, I'm just going to keep it as simple as swatch the tape there, turn the page, fold the tape over, run it up, and snip. Okay, unfold that. Now for this one, I'm gonna go straight down because I got two different sides of a page to secure it to. I'm gonna go here and here. Repeat. If there's one thing that I hope y'all can always take away from my videos is that it doesn't take a lot to make something pretty. Like, I think if you've been here for a while, you know I tend to favor papers and stickers and washi tape. I don't really draw anything other than like boxes and headers, and just because I don't consider myself someone who's an artist. I don't consider myself an artist. I don't need my bullet journal to be that outlet for me. The tape, it's doing it again. Cooperate. That's all I need you to do. Just for the barest hint of a moment. Blast you to pieces. There we go. I didn't get it quite perfectly centered because of the tape, I think, but that's okay. Here we go. I think for this one, I want to put this one here. Turn the page. And we're going to put this one here. Are we still in focus? Yes, excellent. I'm going to be checking that quite a few times. I apologize. Gonna do a little bit there. And another one here. Bring this one over. Yeah. Now, I don't know if I'm going to fill this in. You know, I don't know if these pages here are going to get full. Just because it takes a lot, like I said earlier, to join my library, but I'm still going to give myself the space and the liberty, I guess you could say, of having the option to have these pages. And I'm going to put that one right there. I think I want to put the telephone one right there. There we go. And that's my first spread done. Now this one I'm going to get some probably interesting questions about, if any, but this particular spread, don't want to leave it, whoops, I forgot to edit that page. This originally was going to be a bullet journal. I changed my mind because I decided I wanted the more playful and more playful paper, which is what craft paper feels like for me. And it was just like, you know what? No. I'm going to use it for my reading journal. I'm still up in the air as to what my next bullet journal is going to be after the B5, because I've been loving working in the B5, but I also have A5s that I need to work in and take advantage of and use. There. Ta-da! Does that make that page extra stiff? Yes, it does. Is that okay? Yes. So, now, as I was saying, this particular list might get me side-eyed a little bit, because there are a lot of authors out there, or a lot of book reading journal enthusiasts who don't really seem to have a page like this, and that's okay. My reading journal is not very much like a lot of people's, and that's because I'm not trying to keep up with them. I am creating something that is for my needs, and sometimes when it comes to something like certain topics, one just needs a blacklisted authors spread. Now, I am not going to share with you guys who is on my blacklist. I have a few, but the reasons why they are on my blacklist would not be the same reasons you might put someone on a blacklist. So you guys will never see this spread after it has anything in it, because why I don't like an author or what they wrote is deeply, intensely personal. And that's going to be that way for even you. It is perfectly okay to go, you know what, I just don't like X author because I don't like the tone of voice they take about certain situations, or I don't like this nonfiction writer over here because they're too flippant about XYZ. Just No. Let's see if I can very, very carefully. Yep, I can. Haha. So this is, because I'm not going to do anything else to this spread. Everything that gets put in here is going to be a Pilot G207. So whenever I have somebody who joins this list, that's it. So there's that. Now this one, my friends don't recommend books to me very often, and I can see you're gonna need a clip. One sec. Do I have a cutesy clip? Nope, I don't. Oh, the cutesy clips are being used on other things. Okay. This is going to be my book recommendations pages, and I think we're gonna keep a full page here, and we're gonna do 4 pages. So this is where I get to have a little bit more fun, and we're gonna pull out, but I'm gonna keep it very basic. I'm going to use this tape here. I'm gonna put a line of tape there. This book washi tape from that fall box is probably the prettiest I have seen when it comes to having like a book theme, and it is by far my favorite, absolute favorite washi tape. This is gonna be the washi tape I use throughout this book, along with this one on this one, because I love them. Okay, do we want to go, what color? Let's do the dark blue one. Let's do this one. Damn you, M's. Those. I don't try to make my stuff look perfect, okay? I'm not gonna put that kind of stress on myself. And you have permission to do the same, babies. You have permission to do the same, because let me tell you something. It is not worth stressing out over something that is for personal enjoyment, okay? Now, this page is going to, nope, I'm saving that one for the first quarter page. So we're gonna use these on this. And I'm gonna put you there. We'll put that one there. Flip her over. Gimme. There you go. Thank you. This one here. And no, we'll just do, I think, no, right there. Empty sticker sheet. Very satisfying when that happens. And that's it. Book recommendations page. I cannot talk today. Blah, 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 blah. We're still rolling with this, okay? We are rolling with this. Here we go. My book recommendations page. Done. It doesn't have to be complicated, babies. If you want to make, I guess if I wanted to make it a little bit more pretty, I could put another strip of washi tape, like a thin strip, but I don't want to do that. So, whoop. And now, let's get into creating my first quarter page. I'm going to do a double. I'm going to do a double for the sake of pretty, because I feel like the sake of pretty would be appropriate. So let's do that. Do I have? I don't know. I really like this paper here. It's very brown, but I really like that paper. Put that there. Yeah, let's go. Here we go. Ah! Runaway tape. So, funny story. Had a class action lawsuit of some kind come through that I was a part of, but I've been a part of a few of those, and just so you guys know, the only people who get rich or get what they, get any kind of good money out of it are the lawyers. So if you want to be rich, go learn how to be a lawyer for class action lawsuits. But my part of it came through, and it was a prepaid debit card available online. Went, checked it out, and my portion of the settlement was $7.44. $7.44. I'm not joking. So that came in, and I was like, oh, hey, big spending money. You know what? I'm gonna see what I can find. So, Stationery Pal, bless you. I restocked on a couple stickers, a few sticker packs that I like. I was able to get 5 of them for $7.40 after shipping and tax. So I was like, you know what? That 4 cents on that class action settlement, that can just stay there. That can sit there. I don't care. I don't want to use that color. Do I want a contrasting color of some kind? No. So yeah. You never really know what's going to happen on class action lawsuits because they almost never ask you for any kind of statement. Almost never. Do you want to use a piece of vellum? I kind of like that. So I think I'm going to use that. And I think... Yes. I thought I had everything out that I was going to need, you guys. I'm so sorry. But, which one? And by the way, class action lawsuits, if you've never been in one, they take literally years. This particular one that I was a part of, I got the information about all the flippin' way back in like, oh geez, when were me and my husband stuck in LA? Oh crap, it was like 2013, 2014, something like that. And I was just kind of like, well, I don't know how this is gonna go, but hey, why not? So, and this was the second payment from that particular lawsuit. Settlement. The first one I got a year ago, earlier in 2024, and that was for a whopping $24.67. Paid the gas bill that month. I think I like that a little bit better. Let's do that. I think that's one of the things. People talk about adulthood and they talk about this and that, and I'm like, sometimes you guys miss some of the bigger lessons, which is realizing that adulthood many times is a day-to-day that you have to be very, very, very careful about what you consume. Not just drink-wise, not just food-wise, but also information and just, everything. There are a few things more depressing than listening to people who should know better say some really nasty shit about survivors of sexual abuse or domestic abuse, and it's just like, right. Remind me never to trust you with my drink, my kittens, or my puppies. Okay, this purple is meant to be more of a contrasting color. So we're gonna move over to here. We're just gonna put border real quick. And I might actually grab another thing of stickers real quick. I have so many stickers, you guys. My poor husband. Every single time something shows up with my name from Amazon, the response is always, is that more stickers, papers, or notebooks? Like, well, I don't remember, so let's open it and find out. So, one of the things that I got for him this year, I got for both of us, I decided to hop on Amazon for smirks and giggles and just get ourselves something different, something special, kind of, at least special to us. And I grabbed a sampler pack of Korean instant coffee. It has been absolutely probably one of my favorite purchases so far this year. And a part of that being because it's something a little bit different. But I don't know if Koreans just brew their instant coffee stronger. But usually when we've tried a couple packs, and we have not needed a second cup of coffee after having one of those packs of instant coffee. I don't know. It's just like, okay. He's tasty. I'm just looking through a pack of stickers real quick, you guys don't mind me. No, none of those feel right. Do I not have any black flowers? Black flowers feel like they would be the appropriate. I don't think so. I think I used up all of my gothic feeling flowers on something else. Hold on. No, there we go. I got it. I know, Evelyn's pulling out the flowers. Well, I like flowers, so. I'm gonna tuck you there, and then I'll pull that paper out. So this washi tape right here that I'm using to save my hands, I found on Temu. There are multiple sellers for it. I think you can find it also on Amazon. Come here, I need you. There. But it was an 8-pack that had a whole bunch of days and weeks, or days of the week, and month, and just nice, simple, practical washi tapes. I was like, yes, please. This will be very useful for things where I don't want to be constantly writing out little numbers, you know? Because little numbers hurt. I grab my tablet really quick and pull up my calendar app on it so that I can see what I need for January, February, March. Where's the calendar? There's the calendar. Okay, January begins on a Wednesday. So, got my sticker paper here. Now, the main reason why I have sticker paper is because I kind of have to dig through these to find my appropriately numbered months. So that's what we're doing. Would you cooperate, please? Thank you. No, you don't get to be naughty. Thank you. I'm yelling at the washi tape, not you guys, I promise. Not that you have to believe me when I say that, but. Come on. Now I don't mind it being a little torn, just because, well, it is a reading journal. You know, you can have that look. We're gonna go until I find it, until I find the one I need. Okay, that one's a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Okay, I found it. Here we go. And I'm just gonna do this. Clip. Come here. So that I'm not having to, the reason why I'm putting it on the sticky paper is so that I don't have to try to glue down washi tape that's lost its sticky. And all of these are still good. So if I just put them on a piece of sticky paper, tuck them into my journaling kit, and hold on to them until the appropriate month, ta-da, I'm not losing anything that could have been of value. Put that on crooked, didn't I? All right. Carefully, carefully. And Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday start. I make a lot of weird noises. I admit that. I try not to sometimes, but it's just, yeah. Let me go clippy, clippy, clippy. Clip, clip, clip. There we go. Go over there. Get off my finger. Thank you. Put January right there. Yes. Excellent. Ends on a Friday. Now, that's where these come in. Because the next month is February. It starts on freaking Saturday, but it's February. And it is 28 days. And doop. There we go. Behold the beauty of the sticky paper. Now that does mean I do have a white background on this craft paper, but I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. There you are. I think, no, I want that. Yeah. There we go. Like I said, I'm doing my reading journals per quarter now, just because that's what's feels right. And then we'll put March here. Okay. March also starts on a Saturday, and I have a second one of those already on this sticker sheet, so I don't have to go digging for it. And it is a proper month of 31 days. You deserve to be stabbed. Okay, that might have been a callback to a Tumblr meme that several of you may not be old enough to remember. We're gonna get the months laid down. I'm gonna get the tablet out of my lap because it's cold. All right, let's get into some sticking. I don't want to use two of the same on the same page. La 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 la. Ooh, I like that one. There we go. And because I am a responsible adult, stop laughing, please. We're just going to put those away. One in here. Yeah, we're going to grab that one for the next few pages. And done. Look at that. Nice and simple. And there's my 3 months. You go up there. You come over here. Da, da. There we go. All right. Now, the next 3 pages. Over here. This is where my quarterly setups come into play. Now, we are going to pull this washi tape back out, or bring this back to the forefront. Ow! Did I seriously just paper cut myself on the backing of a from double-sided tape? I did a little bit. Okay. Welcome to my channel. Chaos reigns. I think we're gonna carry it over. Make with the slicey. I'm going to do that one there. We're going to do this one here on the bottom. Slice. Now the next 3 spreads are going to be simple spreads. And let's do these. Kind of balance that out there. That looks good. We commit. Now, these 3 spreads, you guys will see in future reading journal videos, because like I said, we're going quarterly here. Now, let's just do, you know what, no, let's do this red. This one is that for the first book. Then books I would like to read, books I actually finished. And then this next one, I don't need my tip out anymore. I'm going to put needy. Come on, that there, because this one's going to be just a little bit more schmancy. Yes. So we've got 3 more pages that we're going to be doing, but those will be kind of redundant, and it's entirely possible that editor Evelyn is just going to speed this portion up. So, see you in a little bit. Ta-da! So in case you guys are wondering, the full setup time for this particular bullet journal, or reading journal, wow. Reading journal, was actually about, if you exclude the 6 minutes of the flip through of the prior reading journal and the 45-second to a minute stops to grab supplies, this probably only took me about 40 minutes to set up. Maybe 35? Not sure. But let's take a look, shall we? We've got my tip in, which has all of my spreads. That way when I'm setting things up, I can just, it's right there. We have the index, which I will populate here in a moment. 3 pages for the index. Then we have my books that are joining my physical library spread. This is a Life of the Journal spread. We've got a bit of a Dutch door going on here, because I don't expect to have many. Blacklisted authors. Book recommendations. And I think, yeah, I left that one as a 4-page, because you never know. Then we have my 2025 cover page and my quarterly page. Then we have my quarterly set pages, which are books I'd like to read. Books I actually finished. And then we have my January reading retreat report. I've got one for January, I have one for February, and I have one for March, because I'm going to be taking at least one day in all 3 of those months and reading. Even if it's just one book on Kindle Unlimited that only takes me 4 hours to read, I am still taking a reading retreat day. And here is where I will talk about it in the book. And we've got March. And we got all of this. Now these 6 pages, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. All these 6 pages are going to be what my bullet journal, reading journal is going to be for this year. And I'm going to be keeping them close to as simple as possible, so that for those of you who want to have a reading journal and you don't think you can make it as pretty or for whatever reason as aesthetic, it doesn't take a lot to make it aesthetic, and it doesn't take a lot to make it pretty, dears. What it takes is just a willingness to pick up a pen and pick a notebook. All right, y'all, that was a little bit of a rough ride. I know, I was a little bit all over the place and tripping over my words, and I am so sorry for that. My goodness. All right. Thank you for sharing your time with me today, crew. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you got to take a break from life around you for a little bit. Hug your loved ones tight. Take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next video, whatever it ends up being. Bye.